We are live. We are live right now. Just making sure.
Back to the chart, Nick. Look,
Okay.
right up here, buddy.
I know. It just did the thingy.
Oh, don't X out of it. Just minimize it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Alright.
leave it alone.
Yeah, let's just make sure we're live everywhere. Let's make sure we are live anywhere. Before I just hop off the seat here, let me make sure we're live. Test, all that good stuff.
Don't X out of it. Just minimize it.
Yeah, I know. Alright, yes, we are live.
Alright.
Good. Alright. NASA, hello. We're just making sure we're live here. Give me just a second. I will give you guys the coach in just a sec. Alright. NASA says hi, doubles. Hello. Just gotta make sure we're live here. Yes, we're live on Twitch. Good. Are we live on Facebook? Let's see. Facebook. Yes, we are. Perfect. Alright. X. Hold on. Hold on. Perfect. Alright. Yep. We're live everywhere, coach. We're good. Beautiful. Okay. Here you go, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Coach. Say hello to NASA.
What's going on? Banger Nation. What's going on? NASA on Twitch. What's happening? We're getting ready to get started. A little bit of a technical issue, but no problem. We got it going on. Why not, doubles? Why not, right? All right. What's going on over here? Why do I got a double screen here, doubles?
Don't know why you did that.
I'm just trying to get myself situated here.
Go back to normal.
How?
Thing.
All right, I'm not gonna touch anything. You take care of it.
Lord,
Show me. Show me.
Click that thing.
Okay. All right. Don't get particular, will you?
I am getting particular.
You're getting a little particular over there.
Yeah.
All right, let's do the intro, man. Yo, what's up? It's Coach Nick Money in the house with the one and only DBL Nick's in the house. And, of course, it's another episode of Power Play where we go over the stock market movers with our custom scanners from our private Discord on the left-hand side that we're sharing with the Banger Nation streaming viewers. And we're going to go ahead and use all the tools that we have at our disposal in our private Banger Nation Discord. We're sharing it with you right now. And we're going to analyze these stocks and then go up here and do some technical analysis, a little T&A among friends, as we like to call it, and of course, little chart patterns, a little indicator review, and so on and so forth. Then we're going to let these stocks cook and simmer for the next hour and a half as they get ready for Power Hour and another wave of volume. And while we do that, we jump into Fortnite over here and get a victory royale for the Banger Nation community, or as we like to call it, what do we call it? A dub for the community. Or Victor Romeo. A dub for the community. Rogue on YouTube said, good afternoon, Coach. Good afternoon, Rogue. Let's go, baby. Let's take a look at the first stock. Let's take a look at ticker symbol YXT. YXT. This stock did not have any news today, but it did have news at the end of last week, specifically that it had regained compliance with the Nasdaq regulations of having to be above $1 per share. And if I remember correctly, it was probably a reverse split type of situation with this ticker. It is a China stock. There is no other news other than that. It does have earnings expected within the next 2 weeks, and this stock did go up 557%, and of course we spotted it moving very early this morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 a.m. Eastern. Hand time. Can Man, my teammate, what's up on Twitch? What's going on, brother? Hope you had a good time on the stream yesterday, and it was definitely awesome playing and getting those dubs. Man, I'm so glad you're here watching the stream. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. NASA and Can Man, definitely my teammates in the Fortnite world, checking out the Power Play stream. Thank you so much, guys, for showing support. Greatly appreciate it. Really do. You guys are awesome sauce. Let's go, baby. All right, so this stock over here, YXT, did hit a high ultimately of 557%. 557%. That was the move. And again, it had news on Friday, I believe it was Friday, where they regained compliance with the Nasdaq requirements, probably the $1 minimum bid. And I'm pretty sure that this stock was a reverse split. Not 100% sure, but pretty close to being certain of it. So let's go to the custom scanners themselves. Let's go to the custom scanners themselves and take a look at this particular stock. We could see that ticker symbol YXT is a 25 million float stock. So the float was on the heavy side, 100% on the heavy side. But it had, and it didn't have a lot of volume. It had 52 million, but it did make a 557% move. Right now it's double topping. We could see that, but it is still above the volume weighted average. Let's put the graffiti pencil where the volume weighted average is at $9.05. $9.05. It is holding support above that, so it's still technically on a bullish type of a cycle. But we can see that the RSI is kind of neutral over here. So we're going to be looking to see if it pushes up, the RSI pushes up, and if the volume starts to push up as well. We definitely need that to keep going up. Other than that, that's the story with it. Okay, Casey's in the house. Casey is in the house on YouTube, and he wants us to take a look at ASTC. Let's take a look at ASTC. And Bobo Beef's in the house. He said, howdy, Lima Charlie. Roger that, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go. ASTC moving up. We could see on the custom scanners it's doing it on very light volume. So the first thing that we do is we take a look at the volume and float. That's the first thing that we always do when we go into the custom scanners. Why? Because we want to know what the available amount of shares are, which is 2 million shares, and we want to know how much demand there is for the stock. Only 876,000. That's very low. So whenever you have low volume and a high float, it's difficult for a stock to move. Yet this stock is in fact moving up. It's currently up around 61-62%, and it's still moving on an upward trajectory. And we see that the new update from the scanner has indicated that an additional 100,000 shares has been added to the volume picture. So this stock continues to move up. It's currently up 65%. Let's give it a Fibonacci retracement, so we have some key levels of support and resistance. We always start the Fibonacci at the very bottom and move all the way to the top of the screen, and we could see that it just broke through a resistance level on the Fibonacci retracement at approximately, it was approximately around $11.75. The next resistance area on the Fibonacci would be at around $13, but we also have the psychological level of $12.50 as a psychological level of resistance as well, and the price is still moving up on ASTC. ASTC is currently up 70%. Let's see in the search features of our private Discord if ASTC has any news. Let's see if there is any news. It's moving on light volume, and there's been a lot of stocks that have been moving with no particular news and very light volume today, and my concern always is whether or not they will hold up. Okay, so with this particular ticker, there has not been any news on it since July 23rd, when there was some insider buying. The chief operating officer, a person named Badugu Nahanth, purchased shares and disclosed it on the 23rd of July. So there hasn't been any news on it since then, but you could see that there has been a significant price spike. It looks like the stock might have actually halted because of such an aggressive move. It's still moving 77%, coming to the next resistance level at around $13. Will it break through $13? It is quite extended. We can see that the RSI is very much in the overbought area, and you could actually see that it has triple topped, which could suggest a reverse reversal incoming, but we do have these massive, massive volume candles supporting the thesis. Now it's forming a top tail. Top tails are bearish. We don't like top tails, do we, doubles? We want the bottom tails. Bottom tails are bullish. Top tails are bearish. Let's get a share party. We got over 40 folks in the stream right now. Let's get it to the first 100. Let's get it to the first 100. Let's see what's going on here. What's going on? Will this ticker continue to move? It's now pulling back. We're going to definitely keep an eye on it. It moved quite aggressively. It did move quite aggressively, and we will come back to it. Let's go take a look at ticker symbol BJDX. 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 Let's go take a look at it. Okay, so it is kind of ranging. It's up 45%. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the custom scanners, and we will see that this is a micro float stock of under 1 million shares. Under 1 million shares. So it's a micro mini float stock, and it had 79 million shares of stock. So it's almost an 80x rotation of volume to float. So the demand significantly exceeds the supply of shares, and it's currently up 44%, but you could see that it is primarily ranging across the board and currently struggling to get itself above the volume weighted average. Graffiti pencil activated. $1.48 is where the graffiti pencil goes for the volume weighted average, and you could see that the price action has been pretty much lingering and loitering around that level. So let's call it $1.50. $1.50 seems to be a key resistance and support level. Right now the price action is below it, and the RSI continues to move, the relative index continues to move downward towards the oversold area, which is a bearish signal. We see that the volume candles have dipped, and that makes a lot of sense because we still have an hour and 16 minutes before the power hour and when volume typically comes up. So what we want to see happen is we want to see this price action start to curl upward and break through this VWAP and move in an upward trajectory. My concern is that it keeps on coming back down to that 150, 148 level, and that's going to be a potential issue. So we'll see what happens with it. There is no particular news. There is earnings in 13 days, but as far as actual catalysts to support the price action on BJDX, not much. Not too much. Would you say, doubles? Not too much. Not too much. Let's take a look at ticker symbol RITR. Let's take a look at RITR Log Tech Holdings Limited, and this too is a China stock, currently up 95%. Now this is a repeat offender as far as running, because just a few days ago this stock ran quite aggressively. In fact, if we change the time frame and go a little bit longer, we'll see that the stock actually moved quite aggressively literally just a few days ago, where it hit a high of 40 cents and then pulled back, and that 40-cent level appears to be a significant resistance area. Let's get the graffiti pencil activated, and we can see that right over here you get a lot of wicks right around that 40-cent level. So it seems to be respecting that particular level for this particular price point. Now we can see if we go a little bit further back, considerably further back, because this is a 2-hour chart, the price action had broken that 40-cent level, but right now it seems to be a significant resistance level. Let's go back to the 5-minute chart, and we can see that that area continues to be a sticking point. Will it become a double top? Will it become a double top, which is a bearish signal, and push back down? We will see. We will see. You can see that this stock is thickly traded because of the RSI. Look at how thick the RSI is, and that it's for the most part congregating right around the middle. So that makes it very difficult to trade because you have a battle going on right now between buyers and sellers. So we'll see what happens. RITR up again 95%, strong move, but definitely being battled between the bulls and the bears. The bulls and the bears, you know what I mean? Doubles, the bulls and the bears. Let's take a look at ticker symbol INLF. INLF is another ticker that moved quite aggressively. First thing we're going to do is go to the custom scanners in the private Discord that we're sharing with you, and we can see that it's a 1 million float stock, very low float, volume 54 million, It's up 89%. Let's go ahead and pull it up on the scanner. Let's pull it up on the scanner, INLF. And we're going to go ahead and refresh it. Let's refresh it because it's getting a little stuck. Doubles, it's getting a little stuck. Come on now, get back over here. Get back over here. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Get over here. All right, so we're looking at ticker symbol INLF, and again, it continues with the same thesis as before. It continues with the thesis that this is a China stock. A China stock, so those stocks tend to move on relatively light volume, and they tend to be very choppy, and sudden moves in either direction, bullish or bearish, is pretty much a cycle type of a situation. So you could see that INLF right now is currently up 86%. However, it has formed what clearly is a double top. Let's get the graffiti pencil activated. There's a top, and there goes your sell-off. Now, the 9 EMA continues to push downward. What we want to see happen is we want to see it stay above the volume weighted average, blah, 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 at $6.81, which is roughly around right over here, right there. So we want to see a curl of the price action. However, what we're actually seeing with the RSI is a pull downward, which would suggest that it is in a bearish pullback cycle. Obviously, volume candles are down. We still have a solid 1 hour and 12 minutes before power hour. So hopefully volume will come in and push INLF back on up, move it on up. Very choppy stock, though. If I separate this a little bit and stretch it out a little bit, you can see that there are a ton of top tails on the stock, which suggests that buyer fatigue is definitely a problem with the stock. And you know that we just don't like them top tails, do we? They're ornery. They're ornery. We like only bottom tails, just bottom tails. Why do we like the bottom tails? Let me explain. The bottom tails suggest that buyers are in control and sellers are losing control, and the price action is being pushed up. But on the other hand, when you got top tails, you got the sellers losing control and conceding to the buyers, right? So they're basically selling into the buyers, and the price drops, and what happens is you don't have that breakout, and you end up having those top wicks, which suggest that the price action is weak. Weak, I tell you. So that's what's going on over here right now. A lot of top tails with the stock. You can see that the 9 EMA is not even contemplating curling at this point. It just keeps pushing downward. We don't like that. We really want to see this 9 EMA start to curl, baby curl, and move upward. But it's not doing it right now. So yeah, okay, you ran up well over 100% earlier in the day, INLF. But what have you done for the Banger Nation lately? What have you done for it? Now, there's another ticker that moved quite aggressive this morning, right? JLHL. Oh, and lo and behold, it's a China stock. Another one, another China stock. And you can see that it's currently up 81%. First thing we do is we go to the custom scanners, and again, we see that this is another low float Chinese stock with considerable volume of 31 million, and it's currently up 81%. However, just like INLF, it double topped. Do you see a pattern, doubles? Just a coinkadink. It's just a coinkadink, you know. Doubles, just a coinkadink, you know. Yeah, nothing's going on here. All right, so we could see that the price action ultimately flushed. It ultimately flushed over here. I heard a ding happened. Am I getting messages that I'm not seeing, doubles? Am I getting messages that I'm not seeing, bruh?
No, nothing like that.
Yeah, no, there's messages here that I didn't see. Look,
that must have been before the stream,
Vic
yeah.
said hello. Hello, Vic. Vic, by God. Or is
Yeah.
that the previous stream?
Oh no, I was like, so like when you were in the waiting mode in the live stream, because you live stream,
Oh, I see. It was before we went live. I got it.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, hello, Vic. How are ya? All right, so JLHL, another China stock, double top, sells off, and now is below the volume weighted average. Let's get the graffiti pencil activated. Let's get it activated and put the volume weighted average on display, if you will, and that would be at $11.67 is where the volume weighted average is. Price action is at $9.81, so it's well below. We can see that the RSI definitely pushed downward towards the oversold area. It is consolidating at this point right around the oversold area. So what we want to see happen is a push to the upside. We want to see these volume candles as well pushing to the upside, and this 9 EMA and price action start to move towards the VWAP and break the level of $11.61. We don't have that just yet, so we will see. We will see, doubles, but this stock moved up pretty aggressively and then started crashing down. So these stocks are very challenging to trade, I must say. You gotta be quick on the trigger, you know what I mean? Doubles. You gotta be what is that guy called on the cartoons? The guy with the trigger finger, the Bugs Bunny guy. What was his name?
Bugs Bunny?
No, not Bugs Bunny. The other guy.
Bud?
Huh? Not Elmer Fudd, the cowboy, bro. What was the cowboy's name? Tell me, folks in the chat, what was the cowboy's name in the? But that not no, that was Porky Pig. But it was Porky Pig, right? What was that guy's name, man? The cowboy. The cowboy.
I know who you're talking about.
Look it up. Look it up. Look up the name of the cowboy in the Bugs Bunny series. Go ahead. Look it up, Doubles. Look it up. Now it's bothering me, son. It's bothering me, son. Cowboy in Looney Tunes. What was his name? Quick Draw McGraw? Was it Quick Draw McGraw?
No,
Yosemite Sam. And what did he say? What was his famous line?
I don't.
What was his famous line? Yosemite Bobo Bees knows, man. Bobo Bees knows everything, bro. It's Yosemite Sam. That's who it was. And he had a line. What was his famous line? Bobo, what was his famous line? Do you know?
He's the toughest hombre to ever cross the Rio Grande.
Yeah, but he had a line. Didn't he have a line? Didn't he have a catchphrase that he always talked about? And he had that big mustachio, you know, a big mustachio. Yes, sir. He had that big mustachio, bro. Yeah.
I don't think he had a. Oh, yeah. Casey thought it was Elmer Fudd too. Yeah, no.
Casey goes Elmer Fudd. Yeah, that was the hunter. Yeah, Casey, that was the hunter. Elmer Fudd was the hunter, and Yosemite Sam was the cowboy. Put the pictures of both of them, because I wanna reminisce. Reminisce. And they used to hunt Bugs Bunny, and Bugs Bunny has not been good to me in Fortnite world. So yeah, put the hunters up, bro. Put them up now for me. Yeah, Bugs Bunny. If y'all start to act up, you know what we're gonna do to you. I'm gonna get Yosemite Sam and Elmer Fudd on you. Bobo Beep says, I hate that darn rabbit. Me too, bro. Actually, I love Bugs Bunny, but there's so many imposters in the game.
No. I think that's that. I think he's saying the catchphrase.
That was the catchphrase? I hate that darn rabbit? That was the catchphrase? Holy rabbit.
Either that or Bobo hates that darn rabbit.
Bobo, do you hate that darn rabbit, or was that the catchphrase for Yosemite Sam?
Yes.
Or both. Or both.
Yes.
Or both. There's so many imposters in this game. They got fake Spider-Man. You know, I like Spider-Man, but there's like a bunch of fake ones that attacks the coach. There he goes. There goes Yosemite Sam. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Oh, Yosemite Sam. Put Elmer Fudd. Get Elmer Fudd. Yeah, get Elmer in here. Come on now. We need Elmer. Get like an angry Elmer, bro. An angry Elmer. Oh my goodness gracious. Holy moly, bro. Get Elmer. Come on, put him up there. Put him up. All right, let's take a look at some more stocks while we're getting Elmer Fudd in La Casa, baby. Let's take a look at ticker symbol ZYBT. This is a ticker that actually ran. There goes Elmer Fudd. Whoa, what's wrong with him? He looks devious, I tell you. He looks devious. All right, let's get a share party. We're almost at 200 folks in the stream. Let's go for 200, 300. Let's get it cooking, baby. Let's go. We're cooking. The Banger Nation is growing. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Ticker symbol ZYBT. Let's take a look at it. ZYBT. Oh, lo and behold, it's another China stock. Another China stock that pumped and then dumped. Gee, that never happens. I have never seen that. Doubles, have you? No. Never happens. So it pumped, and now, doubles, now it dumped. So it needs to break this downtrend, and it needs to certainly get above the volume-weighted average. Graffiti pencil activated. Let's get the graffiti pencil activated, and we can see that $2.84 is where the volume-weighted average is, but we can see that the 9 EMA and the price action is moving downward. Now, here's an interesting thing about the 9 EMA. Let me clear this off a little. Let's clear this a little bit. One of the interesting things about the 9 EMA is that if there's going to be an indication that the price is going to start to move upward, graffiti pencil activated, you'll usually see the candles go above the 9 EMA, right? If the 9 EMA has been pushing downward, if it looks like it's going to reverse, the candles would be above that. But what we're actually seeing is a decaying of the candles where they're actually falling below the 9 EMA itself, which is actually right above it. And what's ends up happening is the 9 EMA is chasing the price action downward. So this is quite bearish of a signal, and it does need to get above that $2.84 level. And it looks like to me that it's just pushing downward. If we go to the custom scanners, we see that it has a 4 million float stock. It is a low float stock, and it had 54 million in volume, but most of that volume occurred earlier in the day. Bobo Beep says, I have nothing against rabbits as a rule. Let's go, Bobo.
Oh, so that's just the catchphrase.
That's just the catchphrase then. Okay, that explains it. And we got a couple of folks that are angry at him. Elmer Fudd's angry at the doggone rabbit. And then Yosemite Sam is angry at him as well. And I'm gonna have both of them on my side because I know that there'll be some imposter Bugs Bunnies in the Fortnite realm that we're gonna have to deal with, and they do all kinds of mischievous things, Doubles, all kinds of mischievous things. Anyway, so we're seeing a pattern. It's a lot of Chinese stocks, a lot of low floaters, okay, and they usually move on light volume, but today we're seeing them move on heavier volume. Look at that. What is this? 1,000 ways to cook a rabbit. Let's go, baby. maybe I might like Daffy Duck a little bit more nowadays, but you know what? There's evil Daffy Ducks in the game too, Doubles. I'm just saying. I just want to point that out. There's some evil Looney Tune characters in Fortnite. Evil, and they want the ill things of the coach, and all the coach is trying to do is getting a victory royale for the Banger Nation community. I'm minding my own business.
There's one thing about Fortnite that always will forever throw me off.
Mm-hmm.
It's the fact that Fortnite has taken characters like Goku, characters like Leon from Resident Evil, characters like Master Chief from Halo,
right,
and then put them in the same game as someone like Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny.
It makes complete sense to me, Doubles.
That will forever mess me up.
It makes complete sense. Hold on, Bobo on YouTube says a couple of things here. Let's see. I have nothing against rabbits as a rule. Okay, we read that. Bobo Beep says, what's up, Vic? What's up, Rogue and Casey? So he's saying hello to the Banger Nation on YouTube. Bobo Beep says the catchphrase is actually, oh, I hate, or is it ooh? Ooh, I hate that darn rabbit. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's the catchphrase right there. Bobo Beep, the resident scholar in charge of all information pertaining to Looney Tune. Let's go, baby. Let's go. All right. Let's take a look at a couple more tickers before we get ourselves started. Actually, you know what? One more ticker. Let's take a look at BLMN. This is a heavier floated stock. Let's take a look at it. It had news. BLMN had news. It was earnings. It had positive earnings. Bobo Beep says duck season, rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season. That's right. I remember that. I remember that. All right, so Bloomin' Brands had positive Q2 earnings and the stock price ran up. It's currently up 37%, but here's the interesting thing about the stock. It is a 73 million float stock, so it's a heavy floated stock and it's moving on relatively light volume of 8 million. So it had a conference call and it had earnings. The earnings were positive. It pushed the price action up and we can see that it remained friends with the trend. However, right now it has reached a pinnacle of where the price action had gone up, and now it's simply consolidating. It is still above the VWAP, and we still have a whopping 59 minutes before power hour. So we'll see what happens with Blooming Brands. Is it done? I don't know. We'll see. Let's go to YXT, which is still the leading gainer. It is very choppy, but it looks like it wants to challenge the high of day. One of the key levels that I would want to see it break is around that $17 level. Let's get the graffiti pencil activated. And let's put $17 as a key level of resistance for this particular ticker. Yes, sir. Right around here, more or less. And this stock has gone up 557%. Right now, it's flirting with the 500 level at 495%, and it's moving on relatively light volume in relation to the float. Again, no news today, but it regained compliance with Nasdaq on, I believe it was Friday. I believe that's what it was, Friday. So let's go get a victory royale for the community. But before we get that victory royale for the community, Doubles, I just want to point out that there's new sprites out, Doubles. Yes, sir. There is. The gem sprites have finally been unearthed. Track down these glittering gems across the island this Thursday. Extract them and keep growing the collection. Yes, sir. Now, you know what happened to me yesterday, Doubles?
Wow.
I came across a yellow peely sprite and I thought I had it. And when I went into my inventory later on, I realized I didn't have it, so I didn't pick it up.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I thought I already had it, so I didn't bother to pick it up because with the PLE sprites, it marks your position on the map, and I didn't want anybody to know where I was. I was trying to relax and chill out. I didn't want to be spotted.
What benefit is that to you?
I mean, it gives you whatever the PLE sprite gives you as far as powers. I don't even know actually.
By the way, there's something called the Fortnite override coming soon.
What is that? That's the new season. That's the new season that starts on August 20th is the new season, Chapter 7, Season 4. That's what it's called. Yeah.
There's gonna be a Sonic the Hedgehog one.
There's gonna be Sonic the Hedgehog is gonna be in it, and there's gonna be some other folks in there. See, look, these are some of the sprites. Doubles. Look, I got the Luton Llama sprite, opening ammo boxes as a chance to grant a weapon upgrade, and I got my holofoil Peely sprite, Peaky Peely sprite, marks rare sprite variants nearby, including enemies with variants, but reveals your location. Right? So that's the reason why I didn't grab the regular yellow Peely sprite, the regular sprite, because I thought I already had it, but it turns out that I had the holofoil only. So. It was an ever in retrospect. Let's go get a victory royale for the community, and I think I'm going to make it challenging. I'm going to go for that high output weapon, the mythical Warforge. Why not? Let's get that victory royale for the community. Let's get to 300 folks. We're at 281 folks. Let's get a share party going on. Let's share it up. Oh yeah. Doubles. There's another ticker symbol that's moving on relatively light volume. It's ticker symbol SHPU. SHPU up 38% on light volume. Volume. Yes, sir. It is up 38%. 38%. Ooh, baby. Get away from me, rock stinking scoundrel, you. Ooh. Oh, I gotta concentrate, Doubles. Can we have this conversation after the game? Cause I'm jumping out of the bus right now. Can we talk about it afterwards? Cause I'm really jumping close to the bus, and I suspect that there's gonna be a lot of evildoers trying to dismantle the Banger Nation. But nah, it ain't gonna happen. I won't allow it. I will protect the Banger Nation with every fiber of Remedy's existence in the Fortnite world. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got an enemy right here, bro. Look at that. We got an enemy right here, bro. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. In case you wants us to take a look at BYND, it has earnings today. We will absolutely check it out as soon as we finish our attempt at getting the victory royale for the community. Yes, sir. All right, how we doing, Doubles? How we doing, bro?
Apparently, the confirmed collaborations are going to be Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Kingdom Hearts.
I don't know who that is. Okay.
Kingdom Hearts. Think of it like the siblings of Final Fantasy.
Okay.
Persona 5.
Okay. Okay. So these are all games that you like, right?
Persona I've never really...
Oh, we got somebody on us here. Get out of here, you big dummy. Get out of here, you big dummy. You big dummy. What are you doing, bruh? Why are you bothering me, you big dummy? I didn't bother you. Leave me alone.
It's rumored that Mega Man will be there.
All right, I gotta concentrate. I got enemies over here. We can talk about this in the lobby. But right now I got an enemy. I gotta worry about right here. All right, you ready? Here we go. Woo, baby! I'm getting bad A's on this, bro. Oh yeah! Oh yeah. I know. But I gotta get out of here, bro. Before the enemies get over here, bro. There's an enemy coming after me, bro. Woo, baby, baby. Yes, sir. All right. Here we go. All right, let's get out of here, bro. We're gonna get out of here. We're going to ski-daddle, doubles. We're going to ski-daddle, bro. Oh, yeah. Look at that fool. Get out of here, bro. What are you doing? Whoa. Trying to mess with the coach. What are you doing, bro? Get out of here, bro. Gotta get that victory royale for the community. What are they trying to do, doubles? Tell me. They're out of control, bro. They are, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Oh, yeah. Ooh, pop rock. I like pop rocks, bro. Ooh. He stole my ammo over here, bro. What's going on with that, bro? Woo-wee. All right, let's get that victory royale for the community. JLHL moving up 88%. Doubles 88%. Low floater. Moving. Woo-wee. Look at that little fella right there. Look at that, bro. All right. All right, I'm gonna stay in the storm a little bit, doubles. I wanna loot a little bit, bro. You know? You feel me, doubles? Oh, what's going on over here? You know what? Go a little bit further away. Do I need that? No, I need the pistola, I think. I need the pistola. Where's the pistola? Pistol! Give me the pistol. Give it to me. Pistol! Here you are, Emma. Pistol! Med kit! Why not? Come on! Look at it. Oh, look at the ghost, bro. The ghost right yawning. Poor fella. NASA, give coach the pistol. Yeah! Oh, what happened? I left the pistol. Good call, bro. I left the pistol by accident, bro. Good call. Thank you, bro. Yes, sir. Good call, NASA. Thank you, brother. Good call. I totally missed that. All right. Where we going? All right. All right, here we go. Med kit. Pop it. Pop the med kit. Pop it while it's hot. NASA said no problem. That's my teammate right there. Let's go, baby. Let's go up. Let's go up. All right, what are we doing over here? We're going in. Ooh, they got pop rocks, bro. I'm gonna carry them. I should have carried the pop rocks. So. All right. It's okay. We don't mind. Here we go. I'll get a med kit over here. Alright, let's go there. Why not? Let's go over here. Let's get a med kit real quick. Pop a med kit real quick. Why not? Let's get it. Right there. Boom. Chakalaka. Storm dwelling, doubles. I'm storm dwelling, I tell you. I am dwelling in the storm. I gotta move before the storm really gets really ornery, you know? I don't want to have any storm sickness type of situation, you know? I don't want that. Look at that medkit, bro. How convenient, bro. Alright. Is the slurp truck still in order? Is it? The Batmobile's not here. The slurp truck's here. Why not? Maybe we can get some ammo here? Well, why not? Let's try to get it. Doubles! YXT moving! 601%. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about, doubles. That's what I'm saying, bro. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that, bro. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it, bro. Casey wants to talk about AIM as well. Yes, sir. Let's get out of the storm, bro. Let's get out of the storm. Folks, we still have a whopping 47 minutes before power hour. So we're getting close, folks. We're getting close. I got to get this victory royale quickly. Quickly, I tell you. Quickly. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's use this thing right here, bro. Ooh, another pop rock. Another pop rock. That was another one. Another pop rock. Pop rocks. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. All right, let's get ourselves some more of this. Let's go. Let's get out of here, bro. Oh wow, look at this. What happened over here? They had a lot of stuff happening over here. Doubles, you see that, bro? Look at that. Look at all of this evil doing over here, bro. Look at this. Ooh, lusciousness all over the place, bro. Let's go, baby. Lusciousness. Yes, sir. All right. Let's pop this up here right here. Bada banger. Let's pop the pop rock, bro. Let's pop the pop rock. All right, let's get into the zone. Let's get into the zone. You know what I want to do, bro? I want to get to this 0 point, you know? Maybe. What do you think, doubles? What do you think, bro? The 0 point, bro? Can we get into the 0 point? Look at what I like. This is what I like about the Batman thing. You could fly, bro. You could fly like an eagle in the sky. Fly like an eagle. Let it be a miracle. Fly like an eagle, bro. I'm just saying. All right, we want to take this little fella right here and get the heck out of Doge. Let's go. Let's get out of Doge, bro. I want to get like over there somewhere, maybe. I don't know where you want to go when the volcano blows. Da 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 da. Like that, doubles. Da 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 da. Let's get on the A-frame. What do you think, doubles? I like the A-frame a lot. I like it a lot, doubles. The A-frame, bro. Yes, sir. A-frame. Yes, sir. We on the A-frame, doubles. Okie dokie. All right. What are we gonna do over here? Should we go towards the middle? I'm thinking maybe. I don't know. But the A-frame don't go that way, bro. It don't go that way. So we'll just congregate over here and wait and see if we see some enemies that we can tag a little bit. You know, give them a little coach love. You know how I like to give them coach love, doubles. You know. Meanwhile, let's take a look at AIM for Casey. AIM. Let's take a look at it. AIM pushing up ever so slightly, 11%. Just moving up ever so slightly. All right, what's going on here? Did we go to any enemies there, bro? Enemy. Did we go to any enemies? I don't know. I don't see nobody. I don't see any enemies nearby. The zone is still relatively large. I heard of somebody rafting. Somebody's rafting, doubles. Somebody rafted. Yeah, somebody's rafting, doubles. All right. Blue is center. That's center right there, double C. Right there, that's center. Yeah. I don't know, I'm gonna hang out over here and have myself a sip of coffee. That coffee's good. It's so good. Yummy, I tell you. Yummy. Oh, we got an enemy right there, bro. Look, right there. Bada-banger! Did I mention bada-banger? What happened? What happened? Woo! Oh, it's gonna be a battle bus! We gonna get out of here, bro. We gonna go to the battle bus, bro. We're gonna go to the battle bus, bro. Oh yeah, battle bus. Doubles, the battle bus. Oh my goodness gracious, the battle bus, bro. I know, bro. We got a battle bus over here, bro. Oh, they're shooting at me, bro. Now what happened to you, bro? Now what happened to you, bro? What happened? What happened? I gotta reload my gun, bro. How many fools are there? There's still 5 fools, bro. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. The battle bus, bro. Battle bus is still a ways away, Doubles. Yes, sir. We're gonna wait over here, bro. We're gonna wait, Doubles. You know? You fails me. You know what I'm saying, Doubles? But we ain't gonna wait too long, because last time we missed the bus, bro. Somebody got eliminated. This guy right here, bro. Now! Come down, bro. Come down. Oh! Oh! Doubles. No! I hate this freaking bus thing, bro. I hate it, bro. No, Doubles, don't sing that, bro. Oh, man, bro, I had the gun, I had the weapon. I would have eliminated all of them. You know that, right? You know that, bro. Come on. Come on, Doubles. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that, bro. Come on. That's foul, son. That's foul. I don't know. Vic, my God, what's up, Vic? He wants to check out INLF. Let's take a look at AIM for Casey first, and then we'll check out the other tickers. And we also want to check out BYND for Casey. So let's take a look at AIM. Let's take a look at the share structure on AIM, and let's see what's going on with it. It obviously is moving on relatively light volume. You could see it because it's barcoding over here. It started to add a little bit of volume. Let's give it some Fibonacci retracement so we have some key levels of support and resistance for AIM. Let's take a look at it. AIM, here we go. We can see that it's pushing towards a resistance level of 30 cents. It's holding support at around 29 cents. Bobo Beef said, the evil eye, yeah, the bus, bruh. Bobo, tell me the truth. Don't you prefer the regular way of winning the Battle Royale? Because the regular way of winning the Battle Royale is not catching a bus. I'm not trying to be a bus catcher. I'm trying to be a Battle Royale winner. All right, let's take a look at AIM. Let's take a look at the structure of the stock on AIM. Let's take a look at it. And we could see that it has a float of 27 million, so it's a heavier floated stock. There's no information on today's volume, but there is an average volume for the past 100 days, which has been 27 million. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio of volume to float. Not a heck of a lot. The stock is up 11%. It is up 11%. And RSI is starting to move to the overheated area. Not the type of stock that I would typically be looking at, but it is up 11%, and I hope you make money with it. I hope you make a lot of money with it. Let's take a look at Beyond Meat, BYND, Beyond Meat. This is another ticker that our boy Casey wanted us to check out, and we could see that it is holding above the VWAP, and it is tightly bound with the VWAP. So what we want to see is a move by the RSI upward, a volume candle upward, and there is a conference call today at 5 p.m. pertaining to earnings. So maybe we will see a buy the rumor, sell the news type of situation, but it hasn't happened just yet. The stock is currently down $1 and 1.58%. So we're going to need to see some volume. Hopefully, as we get closer to the power hour, that will be what will happen with Beyond Meat. Ticker symbol BYND. Bubba Beefs on YouTube said the bus is for people who aren't capable of eliminating tangos. Yeah. And you see, I eliminated that one fella. I should have been concentrating on getting on the bus, which is counterintuitive because it's Battle Royale. Battle Royale, you're supposed to eliminate the enemies.
Yes.
Come on now. Come on, folks. Come on now. Can I have a witness? I'm just saying. All right, so Vic by God on YouTube wants us to take a look at INLF once again. INLF, let's take a look at it. We looked at it a little bit earlier. It had formed a double top right over here, and volume had gone down, but what we're seeing is that the RSI is trying to somewhat recover. So let's clear the slate and start from scratch. First things first, let's put the volume weighted average. Let's get the graffiti pencil activated. Let's get the graffiti activated, and the volume weighted average is at $6.79. $6.79. Vic by God on YouTube says, struggling to catch real support for a bounce. Any tips, please? Well, let's take a look at what's going on. I mean, first things first, the price action is below VWAP, so it is technically in a bearish type of a position right now, which is not totally surprising in light of the fact that there is no particular news catalyst that I'm seeing on it, and it's basically just running on that general theme of a Chinese low float stock. First thing we do is we go ahead and we visit it on the custom scanners that we're sharing from the private Discord. By the way, if you're interested, folks, in joining the Banger Nation private Discord community, gaining access to the scanners, the news features, the research features, as well as the incredible community, and of course the early watch list and all that other great stuff, there is a link in the description for a 4-day trial. So go ahead and click the link and take advantage of it. The trial is for $9.99. Go ahead and click that link and come on in and let us know you saw us in the stream. Folks, also make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel at CoachNickMoney. At CoachNickMoney, and of course the Twitch channel at CoachNickMoney. And of course we're also on X at CoachNickMoney. So go ahead and follow us on all those platforms. Your subscriptions and follows are free, and it helps the channel tremendously. So please do that. Sharing also helps tremendously. So go ahead and share the stream and help us grow so that we can get through to more Banger Nation family members throughout the world, I tell you. Yes, sir. Okay, so we're looking at INLF. It's currently up 108%. It is a 1 million float stock. Okay, 1 million float stock, 56 million volume. But, even though the ratio is very high, a lot of that volume happened right over here and right over here, and then it double topped and the price action crashed down. So what we're seeing right now is an attempt by the price action to break this general downtrend, right? It's hitting a confluence. It's hitting the downtrend area, and it's hitting the level of the volume weighted average. So those are two confluences. What does that mean? Those are two theories on how people trade these stocks. One is being above the volume weighted average is bullish. That's one confluence. Two is being above the downtrend, breaking the downtrend, or trend trading. That's the second confluence, and the price action at around $6.79, $6.80 happens to be a dual confluence of both the trend line as well as where the volume weighted average is, which means, generally speaking, since you have more than one confluence at that particular price point, it becomes more challenging and more difficult to break through that resistance area. Hopefully volume will come in and it will make a push to the upside, but remember, this is a China stock with no news. Okay, so it's a low floater, Chinese stock, high volume, no news, and it's going into after hours. It's going into power hour and after hours, and a lot of times stocks in this type of situations sell off. They look like they're going to break through, and then they actually sell off. So this is going to be a pretty risky stock to trade in light of that type of a situation. Now, that being said, we can also see that the volume candles are obviously on the lower side, and that makes a lot of sense because we are still a good solid 33 minutes before the power hour, and more information is garnered by taking a look at the relative strength index, the RSI. We could see that the RSI is basically ranging in the mid area, which suggests that neither buyers nor sellers have any kind of authority or power right now. So what we're going to be looking at as clues is we're going to be watching to see whether or not the RSI starts to push to the upside and whether or not we start getting some volume in the volume candles over here, and more importantly, we want to see this 9 EMA start to curl and push upward above the VWAP. If that doesn't happen, then there's a very good chance that we could see a sell-off on this particular stock. Now, that being said, it is currently the leading gainer behind ticker symbol YXT, which has just halted on its way up. YXT has in fact halted on its way up. This is a very, very, very choppy stock, very choppy, but it hit another high of day at around $23 roughly, at $23, and it's currently up about 626%, and it did in fact break that resistance area. So we're seeing it move on the upside. Let's see what happens. Vic by God said, I drew a support line, maybe a pullback and a bounce. Well, it's below VWAP, so for me, I don't like personally trading stocks that are below VWAP. They have to make it above VWAP for me to be interested. Not stock or financial advice, because of course I'm not a stock or financial advisor. I'm just sharing with you how I trade, and for me, if a stock is below VWAP, unless it's curling and it has massive volume, it's just too risky, especially this late in the day. We are at 2:28 p.m. and the stock has already ran well over 100%, and there's a bunch of other stocks that are running right now as well. Like for example, YXT, which is really pushing up quite aggressively, and this actually had some news on Friday where it regained compliance with Nasdaq. We've got Righteousness on X.com asking about ASTC. Let's take a look at ticker symbol ASTC. Casey had also asked on YouTube for it, and we talked about it, so we'll go over and take a look at it one more time. And we can see that it had formed a triple top on the RSI, which was an indication of a reversal pattern to the downside, and that is exactly what ultimately ended up happening. This is why understanding how indicators works can be very, very helpful. Very, very, very helpful. Okay, and we see that what ultimately ended up happening was that the price action did in fact crash on this particular stock. You can see that the 9 EMA is pulling downward, but more importantly, the signal that's really important is that the candles themselves are even lower than the 9 EMA, and they're both pulling further and further away downward from the VWAP. The VWAP is at $10.52, and the price action right now is at $9.06, whereas the 9 EMA is at 966, and the price continues to dip downward. There's no indication that the RSI is starting to curl and pull back upward, and obviously all the candles are red on the ASTC. So right now it's quite bearish. It's currently up 25%, and I think a lot of the aura and attention is going to YXT at the moment. That could change, though. That can certainly change. On YouTube, Vic by God said, so you are a breakout trader. I like to think of myself as a momentum trader, so I like to see momentum confirmation before I trade, right? So I'm looking for momentum, and I'm trying to get in on the trade on the front side when it's first starting to go up, rather than trying to catch pullbacks upward when the stock price has already gone down. Some people like to play the demand zone or support area. So some people might say, okay, well, the price action right now on ASTC is at the demand zone. That's true, right? Or it's at the support area right over here at around $9. But the fact of the matter is you do not have that confirmation that volume candles are coming in to push upward. So unless there's a volume confirmation, why would I trade this if I can trade a stock that's doing much better than that? We can take a look at YXT. Right, and YXT is extended, so even this is quite risky, and it could potentially be said that this is a double top. But it was showing signs that the RSI was starting to move upward. So my trade style, I would say, is more momentum based, and because we're in a slow time of the day right now, there's not a lot of momentum at this point, right? So I don't like to guess which stock is going to pop off. I want to get confirmation that a stock's actually starting to move upward, and then actually take the trade as it starts to move up and sell off before it crashes. That's my style of trading. Is it the right style for everybody? No, it's not the right style for everybody, but it works for me, and I like it, and it's, to me, a much safer way of trading than trying to guess where bottom is going to be and whether or not there's going to be a reversal when you don't actually see any particular volume. My thoughts are real simple. If a stock is in a pool of a bunch of other stocks, you can't just look at it in a void. Right? You can't just say, okay, well, the stock is coming to a support area and it should reverse. There's no guarantee that another stock is not going to take the thunder and attention away from that stock, right? And if that happens, that support area that you're looking at may actually end up failing. And that is a major problem with trying to guess what level a stock is going to hold up at. And I've been more than oftentimes burnt by that type of a strategy. That's why I focus on momentum. That's the style of trading that works best for me. All right, so that's my take on it. Again, some people may differ, but that's how I like doing it. All righty, so let's take a look at another ticker symbol CISS. And this is a very inexpensive stock, so it's going to be quite volatile type of stock. You could see that we had drawn during the pre-market that it needed to break this downtrend, and in fact, it kind of tried to, but not really. It's now consolidating below the volume weighted average. Graffiti pencil activated. The volume weighted average is still 14 cents. Price action's trying to move upward towards that volume weighted average. We can see that with the RSI, but one thing that's lacking is volume. So we can see that the volume is still relatively low. So it's going to need volume. It is a sub-dollar, not only a sub-dollar stock, but it's also a stock that's well below 20 cents. So this is going to be a particularly risky type of a play and not the type of stock that I particularly care for, but it is up 45%. So we'll make a notable mention of it because it is up 45%. Vic by God said, I always seeing stocks pull back and pop all the time, but I see where you are coming from. Thanks. Yeah, I mean, look, there are stocks that will pull back and pop back up, but again, there's a lot of variables that you have to take into consideration. Like, for example, let's say this stock right here, okay? This stock right here is at this support level, right? So let's draw this line, right? Right over here, it's at this support level right here, and the price action's up. So theoretically, the price action based on support levels should be going up. But it's up only 34%, and when I take a look at this stock, you know, it had volume, but most of the volume happened earlier on. And right now, while we're talking about this stock, YXT is moving up. Right? YXT is moving up, and it's up 713%. So you've got a stock that's moving aggressively over here, or a stock that's just sitting there. And quite frankly, to me, you know, why should I wait for a stock that's just sitting and hope for it to reverse? It just doesn't work for me. But again, that's my style of trading. I am a momentum-based type of a trader, so that's what works for me. And I also don't like staying in stocks too long because you just don't know what's going to happen while that's going on. Anything can happen while you're sitting in these stocks. So that's why I stay away from trying to guess what the bottom is. I'd rather have confirmation with volume that's coming in, pushing the price action upward. All right, let's take a look at ticker symbol GTE. Let's take a look at it. Now this stock had a high of day of around $11.50. The company had reported mixed Q2 financial results and announced the sale of the Colombia and Ecuador operations to Mora and Prom for $1.33 billion. So that was the catalyst. It is an energy-based stock. You can see right now that the price action is consolidating below the volume-weighted average. Folks, let's get a share party while we're at it. Let's get a share party. We're at 900 folks. Let's get to over 1,000. Let's get to 1,500. We're starting to see stocks moving parabolic. So yeah, Let's get that share party going on. Let's get it on. Yes, sir. So now this conference call concluded. They released their Q2 earnings. They were mixed, and obviously it appears that what ultimately ended up happening is you had a push upward on the rumor of the earnings, and then once the earnings actually came out, the price action ended up selling off. It's consolidating at this point, but it is still below the volume weighted average. Let's give it a Fibonacci retracement so that we have some key levels of support and resistance, and we can see that the price action is just below the $9.35 mark. $9.35 is resistance for it. It needs to break through $9.35, and then of course it needs to break above $10, which is roughly where the volume weighted average is, which is going to be an even more significant resistance point. On YouTube, Vic by God said, when I try breakouts, it pops, then flops on me. Not sure which way to go. Well, you're new. You're new to trading, and education is the way to go, I would say, and paper trading is probably the safe bet while you're learning, right? Because all these strategies work wonderful as you get more and more experience, but when you're new, this stuff is moving a lot faster, and there's a lot of stuff happening in the background. So I'm a big fan of paper trading while you're learning and getting education, as much education as possible. And if this is something that you want to do seriously, education is power. Trying to figure it out and guessing it could be catastrophic. So please educate. Education, education, education. Folks, I am a big fan of learning as much as possible, and you will ultimately find your way as you learn. But education is critical, I would say, and without the education, it could be absolutely devastating. We're seeing ticker symbol YXT moving quite aggressively. Let's go to the ticker symbol YXT. And let's refresh the ticker. Let's refresh it, and it is up to a new high right now, $22.24, up 750%, 750%. Okay, quick thing. If you've been watching and you're serious about small caps, don't just sit on the outside trying to piece it together. We've got a 4-day full access pass for $9.99, and it is full access to join our Banger Nation Discord community. You come inside, you see how we actually operate live, how we structure trade ideas, how we map levels, how we think about risk, how we handle momentum. You'll get the next day early watch list. You'll see the 24/7 market news flow, pre-market, regular hour, as an after-hours scanners, float, volume, and catalyst context that's built right in. And you'll see our ticker tape built to catch stocks when they're starting to heat up before they go parabolic. This isn't noise, it's structure. And if this is how you want to approach this market, grab the 4-day pass and come see it for yourself. The link's in the description and in the pinned comments. And when you come in, let us know that you saw us live on the stream. We love hearing about that. We also have a limited time offer, a discount right now, where you basically can purchase your quarterly package. You get billed every 3 months, and you get a nice big discount. The link is in the description and in the pinned comments for that as well. And of course, if you want to represent the Banger Nation and show your support for the channel and for the community, go ahead to the merch store. The link is also in the pinned comments and in the description, and get yourself some swag. You want a hat, a Banger Nation hat, get a Banger Nation hat, a Banger Nation t-shirt, a Banger Nation hoodie. Go ahead and get it. You want a cup and handle, a coffee mug, go ahead and get that, Banger Nation wise. Or if you want yourself something pretty like a tumbler, get yourself a Banger Nation tumbler. The link's in the description and in the pinned comment. All right, let's go take a look at what's going on with some more stocks. Let's go take a look and see what else is going on. Vic by God, well, I try to keep it to 1 or 2 shares and trade stops under $5. Well, you're playing it safe, and I can never fault you for doing that, especially now that you're new at trading, right? You're playing it safe and going with very small amounts and just practicing. Sounds like a brilliant idea to me, and that is, I would like to see more people do that, because it's a lot better than, using it as a gambling type of approach. That a lot of people come in and they try to YOLO this stuff, and they blow up their accounts, right? And I can't tell you how many times I've seen that happen, right? It's a common theme where people go in and they just bet the house on it, thinking that trading is easy, and it's understandable because you have a lot of folks out there on social media telling everyone how easy trading is. But here's the hard facts, folks. The hard facts is 90% of day traders fail. 90% of day traders fail. Okay? And, you know, obviously, if you wanted to become a doctor, a lawyer, an electrician, a plumber, you basically would educate yourself to get better and better and better and better at it. You wouldn't just go into these fields trying to do it without getting the education. In fact, these fields won't let you do it unless you get yourself educated, right? So it's the same thing with this. This is not a game. You know, I mean, if you treat trading like a game, it's gonna play you. Right? It's going to play you. Most likely than not, it's going to play you. So what you want to do is educate yourself and go nice and slow. Take it easy. Okay? It's okay to say to yourself, I need to go slow and learn. Better to do that than to rush into things, I would say. Vic by God said, paper trading is good, but feels different. It does feel different. You're right. And being in a trade with a little bit of money, even if it's a tiny bit of money, it does feel different, and it does lack the pressure. You are 100% correct with that. But I will tell you this: that when you start to size up, the pressure is far more greater when you're just buying one or two shares. But you're right, buying one or two shares is definitely more pressure feeling than paper trading. And again, you know, buying one or two shares that's not going to cost you a lot of money is certainly going to be a better experience in that sense, and it will limit your risk. So I commend you for that. Nick by God said also Weeble's mobile paper trading is so different from actual live trading. Ah, I see. Okay, so it's a platform issue. Yeah, I generally don't use Weeble, so I'm not really familiar with it. I'm typically on Thinkorswim, and their paper trading platform is quite robust, although I don't paper trade because for obvious reasons. I've been trading for many, many years, so you know, I do my actual trading, right? And I try to stick to my rules. But I'll tell you this, you know, even as someone who's been trading for many, many years, every now and then, you know, everybody makes mistakes. That's the bottom line. Vic by God said the options and execution. I see what you're saying. On Weeble, they hit a little bit different. Gotcha. Understood. Folks, make sure you're also following us on TikTok at DBLNicks, at DBLNICKS, and the screen name is Coach Nick Money. And of course, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads at Coach Nick Money. At Coach Nick Money. So we got all these platforms that you can follow us. Make sure you're following, you're liking. It helps the stream go, and it allows us to put more and more content out for you. We have the Power Play show Monday through Friday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday. And of course, we also have the weekend edition where we get our Monday watch list ready on Saturdays at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then my illustrious co-host, the one and only DBLNicks in the house, the Rainmaker, has his show where it is strictly about finding parabolic plays, no Fortnite plays, straight up stock market stuff at 8:20 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday, where he and the Serengeti specialist herself, the one and only DBL Moms, in the house, go ahead and chase all the parabolic plays pre-market into the open. Bubble Beeps on YouTube says, I advise people to trade one or two shares to practice. The emotions aren't the same in paper trading. And that's a valid point. Vic by God says, is Thinkorswim paper trading exactly like live trading? Paper trading is definitely not exactly like real trading, but the platform is very close to real trading as far as execution and things of that nature. Yeah. So yeah, again, it's good to practice rather than losing money. It's great to practice. Paradigm on Twitch, my teammate, my friend, says making the money. Yes, sir. Let's talk about Banger Nation. Money. And Night Rogue said, definitely join the CNM Discord. It's worth the money and you learn a lot. Thank you very much, Night Rogue. On Banger Nation Discord member in the house. Bobo Beep says, howdy, moms. Thank you so much, Bobo. And Vic by God says, okay, thanks. My pleasure, brother. My pleasure, as we watch and wait for YXT to resume. YXT to resume. Yes, sir. He is currently up $22.24. Now, this has been a pretty intense stock to trade because it's been bursting and bursting, but we saw it early in the morning, and we've been talking about it as far as an entry point for ourselves since $11, right? So it's already gone up 100% just from when we were looking at entering it at $11. $11, yes sir, yes sir, doubles, like that, yes sir, yes sir. And that is ticker symbol YXT, $22.24. All right, let's go ahead and get a dub for the community while we're waiting. Vic by God said, thinking of joining the Discord too. You got it, brother. You got that 4-day trial, so it's only $9.99, and you also get a one-on-one session with me where you can ask a bunch of questions, whether it's about how to use the Discord or how I trade and so on and so forth, or any other questions you have. So go ahead, and we just set up a nice little platform to be able to do those intakes one-on-one with me. So if you decide to do it, just let me know it's you. And set up the appointment, and we'll do a one-on-one session, and we'll show you how we do it in the Discord. On X, we have .31. I'm not sure what that means. But let me know if you're asking a question or if you're making a statement about a particular stock. Let me know. That 31, I'm not sure exactly what that is. Night Rogue said they got a real good and supportive community plus a one-on-one session with Coach. That's right. That's right, Rogue. And it was a pleasure getting together with you on the Discord and reviewing stuff and going over different concepts and ideas. Okay, the stock resumed and shot up and then immediately pulled back, so it hit a high of $25.02. $25.02. So that is what's going on. We'll see what's going on with this particular ticker. It's halted again. Let's take a look at INLF right now. INLF, which is still moving, I believe. Yes, it is. That one is still moving. Vic by God, you are super helpful and patient. Not sure about the Fortnite and trading at the same. Well, the reason why we do it, God, is real simple. We do that because right now the market is in a lull. It's very slow. So what am I going to do? Keep saying the stock's not moving. The stock's not moving. The stock's not moving. The stock's not moving. So we gas it up with a little bit of Fortnite, let the stocks cook for about 20 minutes, and then we go back and take a look at it. That's the reason why we do it that way. All right, because we were doing it where I was just saying, okay, the stocks are not moving, the stocks are not moving, the stocks are not moving, and that's not really educational for the community because obviously the stocks are not moving. It's not power hour yet. All right, so that's the reason why we do it. Let them cook. Paradigm said let them cook, and I think it's time to get a victory royale for the community. So let's jump on in and get ourselves going. Let's get ourselves going for another one. Makes sense, LOL. Yeah, that's the reason why we do it. You know, the morning show in the morning at 8:20 a.m. is strictly stocks, and that's obviously pre-market going into the open when there's the most amount of volume. So that is dedicated exclusively to the stocks. And if you jump into the morning show, which is called Microcap Mornings, you'll be able to see this power hour. You want to know what power hour is? Okay, so power hour is 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it is generally a second wave of when volume comes into the stock market, right? And as a result, stocks have a greater chance of running parabolic during that time frame of 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because that's when another wave of volume comes in. So what we're doing right now is we're getting ourselves ready for stocks that might potentially run during power hour by reviewing them, by taking custom scanners from the private Discord that we're sharing on the left side of the screen, right? And getting ourselves ready by looking at the scanners, looking at the news feature from the Discord, and then going to the chart area on the upper right-hand side, and in that chart area on the upper right-hand side, we go ahead and do some charting and look at some indicators, and then we let the stock sit during Power Hour, during the Power Play show, you go ahead and get a Victory Royale for the community, or try getting the Victory Royale for the community, which usually lasts about 15 to 20 some odd minutes, which usually is enough time for the stocks to look a little bit different from when we originally plotted them out. So yeah. Yeah, so that's pretty much what's going on with that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, let's get that Victory Royale for the community.
Victory Royale.
Let's do it. The Microcap morning show starts at 8:20 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, pre-market, and it goes into the open. So yeah, it goes in. Yeah, Microcap mornings. That's the morning show, and that's strictly about the stocks. Strictly about the stocks. All right, let's get ourselves over here. Let's get that Victory Royale for the community. My pleasure, Vic. My pleasure, buddy. Let's get it. Ooh-wee. Ooh, I got booties over here, bro. I got booties, bro. I got booties. Look. I got booties, bro. I got my booties, bro. Look at that. Look at that. We got booties, bro. We got booties. We want them. All right, all right, all right. I don't have a shield, but that's okay. Minor technicality. Who needs shields? We don't need no stinking shield. Why do we need shield? We don't need it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I do need shield. Beside the point. Paradigm. Djibouti. Yes, sir. Paradigm knows. I don't want them to get my Djibouti, so I got to get some shield on. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Doubles. Little shield. I needed some shield. I got some shield. Why not? Why not? Let's get it. All right, let's go push this young lady. Try to get her weaponry and then get out of Dodge. We go to get ourselves out of Dodge, right? We do. Let's get some more ammo first before we push this creature out. This little critter. Okay, come here, young lady. I wanna do a duel against you. Come here, come here. Duel time. Here we go. 1, 2. No, don't get mad at me now. Don't get mad at me now. Come on now, don't get mad, don't get mad. I'm just trying to eliminate you. Woo, getting better at it already. Okay. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. All right, we're out at 5,000, bro. We're going to get going, bro. We're going to get going, bro. Woo-woo. We gotta go. Doubles, right? Yes, sir. Because we don't want nobody to like third party us, bro. Yes, sir. Bubble Beep says Djibouti, love bubbles, and molestation. I don't know what bubble means, but it sounded funny to me.
Oh my God.
It sounded funny.
Love bubble? Oh my God.
It sounded.
Still not over the love bubble.
The love bubble. Oh, I got you, bro. I got you. The love bubble, bro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The love bubble. That was special, Double. You came up with that, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was kind of funny. The love bubble was kind of funny, Double. I'm just saying, bro.
Go into the love bubble over there.
Go into the love bubble. Let it be. Let it be, I tell you. All right, all right, all right. All right. Let's see. Ticker symbol YXT still halted. YXT still halted. Ooh. Ooh. All right, all right. Let's get it. A lot of half pots, man. I almost feel like I should be carrying them, but I'm good. I'm good right now. Man, that's a lot of them, bro. Alright. Almost thinking of getting rid of this other weapon, but I got the half pot, bro. I'm good. I'm good, bro. I got my chug jug. My chugga jugger. I got my chugga jugger. Alright. I need a rifle, dude. A shotgun, not a rifle. I need a shotgun, bro. I need a shotgun. I need myself a shotgun, bro. What's going on over here? Give me a shotgun, will you? Give me a... Ooh, pop rocks, bro. Pop rocks, bro. Pop rocks. I like pop rocks. I like them, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. They make me happy. They make... Ooh, shotgun, bro. Ooh, wee, shotgun, bro. I got a shotgun. Oh, no! We got an M&M, bro. Okay. Get this thing out of the way. Get out of my way, bro. Where you at, bro? Where you at, fella? Where you at, fella? Bada bang, bing bong.
Bing bong.
Bing bong. Huh, the witch is dead, the witch is dead, the witch is dead. Bing bong, the witch is dead. Ha ha! I laugh at you. When you go.
It's weird that as soon as you took the guy out, all that popped up when you shot him in the face was the Taco Bell bell sound. Like the bang.
Bada banger, right?
As soon as he went down, I'm like bing.
The bada banger, right, Doubles? The bada banger? The bada banger, bro. The bada banger, bro. He didn't have a lot of AR, though, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. He didn't have the AR that we were looking for. We were looking for the AR. Why they use the Batmobile, bro? I like the Batmobile right here, bro. You know? I like the Batmobile right over here, bro. Ooh, I got ammo right here, bro. Look, bro. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's good. That's good ammo right there, bro. That's good. It's good for you. It's good for me. Ammo, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Hey, man. Took the Batmobile, right? No, still there. Still there. Where is the Batmobile? Where is it? Where is the Batmobile, I'll tell you. Woo! Where is it? Right there? Is that it? Oh! Hello! What's going on over here? What's going on? Batmobile! Let's go! Oh! Fly pelican, bro! Fly pelican! Woo! Look at my health, bro! Look at my health, bro! You gotta fly like an eagle, bro! You gotta fly like an eagle, bro! Alright, let's get it. Let's get it! Let's get out of here, bro. Let's get out of here, bro. Let's get here, bro. Oh, dude. What is going on, bro? What is going on here? Alright, there we go. No sliding. No sliding. Alright. I want to get that guy. I know he's down there, bro. Alright. I want to get myself a little chug jug, bro. Oh no, I don't have one. Let's go, Doubles. Let's get that victory rail for the community. Let's go. Let's go. And it is officially Power Hour, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh. Let's go. Let's go. YXT up 773%. I think I should stop over here and get that ticker symbol up because it is the leading gainer at the momento. Let's get it. It's been the leading gainer all day today. Ticker symbol YXT. Moving up. Recovering from that downturn. Recovering from that downturn. Indeed it is. All right. All right, we got 14 enemies still in the zone here. Woo-woo! Woo-woo! We don't move because there's folks right now, bro. We're gonna get out of here because there's too many enemies now, bro. Nah, can't have none of that, bro. Oh, this looks familiar. Doubles, look where we're at. We're back where we started, bro. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We came back. We came back better than ever, bro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go, baby. Let's get it. That's a refueled. We're refueled, doubles. We're refueled. Yes, sir. Oh, I should probably get myself situated over here, bro.
Situated.
Yes, sir. Let's do it, bro. Let's do it, bro. Come on.
Oh, you use 2 megabits.
There we go.
No.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
I was
doubles.
about to say,
Nah. I just want the cap off, you know. Get myself situated, you know. A little situation over here, bro. A little situation. Get ourselves situated with these enemies, bro. We gotta get ready for these enemies, bro. Reposition. There's still 10 enemies, bro. Look, somebody's bringing down the extractor. Somebody's bringing down the extractor, doubles. All right, ticker symbol RITR moving up 91%, doubles.
RITR.
Yes, sir. 91%. There's an enemy all the way over there, bro. All the way over there, bro. All the way. All the way. Trying to get that extraction. Waiting for zone to move, doubles. We're waiting for zone to move. Ticker symbol ZYBT, doubles. Low floater up 75%. Did I mention procenta? Did I mention it? Did I mention it? I tell you. Let's go, baby. Let's get this victory royale for the community. We got 5 enemies left. Let's push on up a little bit. Let's push on up. Let's move on up. Let's get ourselves in a little bit more. Let's get ourselves in a little bit more. Let's move on up, I tell you. Let's move on up. On the floor. Let's move on up. Let's get it done now. Yes, sir. All right. Enemies over here. No bust, doubles. No bust. There goes an enemy right there, bro. Come down a little bit. Come towards me. Come towards me so I can give you some coach love. Come on now. Come on. Stop bouncing around, I tell you. Is it going to be a bust situation, doubles? I don't think so. This looks like a real battle royale type of situation. 3 enemies left. We don't want to get too ornery too fast because we don't want to get eliminated by third parties. You know what I mean, doubles? We don't want that. Ticker symbol GTE moving, doubles. Heavy float, low volume, up 42% heavy float. GTE, heavy floater, moving up 42%. Did I mention procenta, doubles? Procenta. Yes, sir. We got Spider-Man over here, bro. Right over there, bro. Right there, bro. Landed right there with this little spider web, bro. Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Does whatever a spider can. But that's not the real Spider-Man, doubles. Nah. The Fugazi. The Fugazi one. Fugazi. Oh, man. Bro. I gotta move, bro. Alright, let's do it, bro. Let's move, baby. He's got a... Oh, he hired someone, bro. Look at him. He hired somebody. Let's go over here, bro. See, he's already shooting at me, bro. This guy's Fugazi, bro. He's Fugazi. Why are you Fugazi, bro? Get out of here, bro. Leave me alone, bro. Leave me alone. I didn't bother you none. Look at him. He's still shooting at me, bro. Look at him. Look at this guy, bro. Leave me alone, bro. Leave me alone, Batman. Fake Batman. Fake Spider-Man. Leave me alone, bro. Leave me alone, bro. Leave me alone, I tell you. Leave me alone, I tells you, bro. bro. No good, bro. This guy's causing problems for the coach, bro. What is he doing, bro? Really? Where you at, bro? Why is this guy shooting? Man, bro, what is going on with these fools, bro? I know, bro, but they like on me, bro. Really kick this guy, bro. Now, where you at, bro? Now, where you at, bro? Oh, it's right there, bro. Man, bro. I know, bro. You see that, right? Right there, bro. Come on, bro. Oh my God, dude! Oh! What a big numbskull, bro. Forget about it, bro. I'm not even gonna talk about it. Anyway, let's let it be. Let's let it be. Let's let it be. Whatever. 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 My heart, bro. My heart. All right, folks. So anyway, it is now officially 9 minutes into Power Hour. We're going to jump into the Discord and hang out with our Discord community. I want you guys to achieve your biggest goals, aspirations, and dreams. Much love to you all. You guys are absolutely amazing, and we will see you again. We will see you again tomorrow at 8:20 a.m. for the Microcap Morning Show. Much love, folks, and we're out of there. Peace. Bye-bye.